So I got to tell you a story. Yesterday, we were at the Capitol show, and I ran into a gal. She's like the business development director for the Idaho Central Credit Union, and she was overseeing their continuing education for the membership base, right? And as we were talking, I was sharing with her that Kent Orm, the previous CEO of ICCU, and Stu Draper, I think you maybe have heard this story before, but the two of them had a chance to meet at the RizeCon event that we did back in 2018. And she's like, "You were the one that helped connect those two?" Because apparently she was instrumental in helping bring financial education. I don't know if you've heard of this, but Idaho Central Credit Union and Stu Kent put together a deal where basically they offered financial education to every high school student in the state of Idaho. And that deal that came together happened at our RizeCon event, and she was really like excited about it. She's like, "I got to tell you, we just renewed that. We just barely renewed that like a few days ago, and I'm so excited. There's so much value in what Stuart Draper and Stu Kent brought to the table from an education perspective. There's so much value from my CCU perspective. So it was fun to see that, right? We don't get to hear those stories often enough of our members that are connecting and collaborating and building these relationships. And I just think it's so powerful when we see that. We don't track it. We don't ask people, when was your last referral? What did it look like? How much money did you make? That's not what we're based on, right? So that's what I love about it. So the emotion you just captured of, what are we? What is our identity? We truly are, and I'm going to say this a little bit arrogantly, but we're a gift to this community in the fact that we build experiences. We foster those meaningful experiences for people, not only to collaborate and connect, but also we give them the opportunity to build a little bit of accountability. And that level of accountability takes their business to the next level. So that's why we're different. That's why we're different than anyone else. That's why we're not a BNI chapter. That's why we're not a Chamber of Commerce experience. And keep in mind, they have their place in the sun, and they're awesome. They're great for what they're intended for. But we're not them, and we're not even the high level of Vistage or Provisors or EO or Do Work, or we're not those either. We just have our own little place where we create those opportunities for a meaningful, heartfelt, authentic, real conversations that help people grow in an incredibly passionate way. And as a byproduct of that growth, their businesses grow. They become lifelong friends, and they become, they just become those experiences that we all wanted to do together.